to the world. Subscribe now to the Hot 97 YouTube channel. It's Ebro in the Morning with Laura Stiles and Rosenberg.
Ebro in the Morning, Laura Stiles, Rosenberg. Give it up, our guy from the BX. Hey, Boogie on here.
That's right.
You know what I mean? New album, Me versus Myself.
It's been a long time.
You got G Herbo on there. You got Lil Durk on there, Roddy Ricch, Kodak. But you start the album, rest in peace to the brother P&B Rock. Laura, you were saying there's a story behind this song getting back on the album, right?
Yeah, because it wasn't originally part of the plan, right? To be on the album.
Nah. When it comes to it, that's why I made it deluxe, one song type of vibe, and then I put that song first.
Got it.
I flipped the whole thing after the regular album came out, and I dropped it the same week. So I was gonna drop it on the same exact project first on his birthday and all that, but I just felt, I didn't want to put that together. I just wanted to separate it. Even though it was his birthday, it should have been the song first. Right. But we can't drop albums on Mondays, which we could, but you know what's going on.
It's a little off cycle.
Yeah. So
talk about. He was a great songwriter. Your careers kind of came up together, making records and working together. Y'all was pretty close.
Yeah, he was the first guys I met in the whole game. So we're like the club that we been to in the I think it was the Bronx that we first met. We were just in there trying to like show off, pop bottles, perform my song for the first time. One of those like trying to get attention from niggas in the club that's already doing their thing and shit. So when it comes to that, he showed love ASAP. He just liked the song and he just told me pull up type shit. So like no matter how much he achieved in the game at that time, I just appreciated it so much. Where I'm that type of person when it's like loyalty. You know what I'm saying? So that was straight loyalty from that day on.
And he is the most recent in a long line of like tragic deaths to artists from this general area. And it's really been bad during basically your entire run, right? Like this entire last 7-8 years, it feels like it's been a really hectic time,
back to
man.
back. I never heard about nothing like this from before when I wasn't even, anybody.
No, it was never like this. Not to this degree. Does it affect you?
Point.
Does it affect you from a nervousness, the way you move around, all those things?
Yeah, I'm not even gonna say nah. Yeah. So we move more accordingly. I'm not gonna say we move different. Yeah, of course it's different.
Tighter.
Yeah. We move tighter when it comes to like having everything secured down. When like every single movement, literally, you don't even walk out a hotel room by myself nowadays. You know what I'm saying? So it's just about keeping that consistency when it comes to like the safety nets. Like some people slack. Like, how we get drunk sometimes and like we forget about things that just happened last year. We just got to keep that in mind, like.
Or as you pointed out, Ebro, people's security is not real security, so they get drunk. So your security is not really securing you.
Right.
A lot of the times it be like that, too. People use the bros for security. The bros, don't do that to them if that's the bros. Don't put them in trouble if that's the bros. Legally,
Get someone who does that.
Somebody.
Yeah, take care of that insurance instead of taking care of that bail and fucking up somebody's life,
But you are at a stage, I can see it in your eyes and the way you talk. I've been interviewing you since you was fresh out of high school, bro. What was the My Shit and what was the record? Bag? What was the first record?
Bag on Me, My
Bag
Shit.
on Me.
We had Jungle, Friend Zone. Everything went off at the same time. I don't even remember.
But you was how old?
I was 19 at the time, going into my 20s, so it was like...
You had been out of high school 18 months?
I just moved out my mom's crib, and I finished high school 19 years old also because I was in Florida. When I moved to Florida, the credits that counted in New York City didn't count for Florida, so I had to get, let's say, 8 extra credits literally in high school. So when I ended, I was fresh out. I'm still on house arrest and all that in Florida. I had to write the judge a letter to get off. Moved to Florida saying I'm gonna get a good job and all that. Never kept a good job from there. And then ever since, it was like, music. I've been fell in love with music. It was all according to if I can make it my job.
And so, but now I could see the difference in you as a person on the stage. You sold out the Apollo quick, like it was nothing.
Yeah, we ain't playing no more.
Yeah, the Summer Jam shit, you've been rocking that shit. But even just you talking about, spending money on insurance instead of bail, like your priority, you're now at that age. How old are you now?
27. It's not there all the way yet still. I still got some childish ways in me. I feel like everybody always going to be a kid at heart. Even when, your dreams come true, it's like the more your dreams come true, the more you want to be a little more childish in ways. So it's like you want to have fun. When it comes to just having fun, that's why it's always you got to make sure everybody's around you, the right ones around you when you're trying to have fun, when you not on point, when you lose focus because you actually going to take a few shots tonight, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
But is that why the album is me versus myself? Is that what you're trying to articulate in this album? It's kind of like this internal struggle of...
It varies in mad ways. It varies in so many ways that I don't even know, because I just want people to relate to the things I'm saying in ways that I don't even know what's going on in your life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just want to touch. That's all. So, yeah, like I just make sure I just use my words wisely. Even if I'm talking about my situation in a song, I use my words wisely so that you can still feel me.
I want to play. I'm gonna play the new Kodak record because y'all kind of redid. Y'all had Drowning, which was super smash.
Yeah, we redid Drowning. I feel like this one right here, we talking a little more. So even though like Drowning was more like way more melodic, I feel like this one right here is more talking on it. Like I'm talking that shit more. So
let's play them both back to just so we can get a classic A Boogie joint.
Back
A
to back.
Boogie's here. Me versus myself is the project. It's Ebro in the morning. Rosenberg, you brought up shit going on in the streets, right? And A Boogie, I know you since you was young, and I know you come from an area that got problems with other areas, but I never knew you as a person to perpetuate too much shit in the music. You always, for the most part, you talk a little shit or whatever, but for the most part, most of the records you was trying to make hit songs with good melodies.
Exactly. Even if I say things to the fans that's not, you know, let's say, for example, I say something that's not really true about myself. To the fans, I'm just saying it because, you know, they kind of want to hear that. Sometimes I do that.
Fantasize.
So, yeah. Besides the storytelling of what's actually going on, sometimes I just over-exaggerate it a little bit into ways where people could also relate to. You know what I'm saying? It's not everything true in my songs. So everybody's like that, I feel like.
Now, has that worked out for you with your success to stay out of problems, though? Has
Hell yeah.
it helped? And the reason I ask is because there's so many people putting their problems
in the middle of the record.
Specific in the middle of the record and in the videos.
Yeah.
And in the comments.
Problems always came to me my whole life. I never went after problems. So that's why I say insurance, because defense.
Right.
Like,
we've seen some of the greats like Nas and 50 Cent really, really embrace you, right? Like, we all love the moment when 50 brought you out at Rolling Loud. Yeah. That was super fire. And then you hooked up with YG and Nas. But tell me about just like your interactions with them. Like, how is it like working with Nas?
I feel like everybody I come across is good vibes, you know? Like, everybody that got good energy, I treat people the same way they treat me. Same thing, like, you know, if somebody treat me good, I'm going to treat them good. You disrespect me, I'm not going to, you know. If somebody don't respect me, I'm just not respect you. Same thing, you know. I'll just keep it cordial, keep it mutual. When it comes down to every single relationship in this world, I feel like I'm the one that's like, you know, you can't really be ever mad at me when it come down to it, unless it's like, you know, I ain't gonna get down to it like that. But yeah, you can't get too mad at the guys that's really, you know, doing the right things.
That's right, and I think like your ascent happened very quickly. And you blew up fast, and I wonder how much that had a positive impact on you, like getting to see right away, oh, this could really work out for me. I wonder how beneficial that was, and was it weird to you to all of a sudden, within a year or two in the game, have the things you wanted? You know what I mean? Like, we take it for granted, like it's a given. You walk in now, you look like a rapper, you're iced out, you got, you know, security, you're all these things. But a few years ago, you jumped in. It happened kind of out of nowhere.
Yeah, I still think about it. I'm not going to say every single day. Most of my life still, I think about it like all the time, how, you know, it used to be, how it is now, and how it gradually just rose up from, you know, where it came from. Like, this whole 7-8 years of my career, it's been, you know, slowly going up a hill. It never was like, I bet I wasn't lit this day, I'm lit the next day. It was always slowly going up a hill. And I feel like when it comes to that graph, you just got to pay attention. And just like, you know, like when it comes to that graph, it's just like, you know, that's what keeps you there. You got to pay attention, and the fans and everything and the energy. But yeah.
You want the graph to keep going this way. You may have periods where it goes like this, but you don't.
My graph goes like this all the time.
Right. It could go like that too.
Yeah,
right.
Periodically, it just goes like that all the time. And it's because, like, my lifestyle, I'm not the person every single day promotion on Instagram. I understand what it is. I'm not going to, you know, act like I'm a TikTok person and all that and do all this extra shit to make sure my shit go the craziest in the world. Nah, I still like my lifestyle, like my normal lifestyle that's going on the side. And, Yeah, I just love.
How much do you
I love
post?
the music.
How active are you on social?
I'm not active that much at all. I'm gonna say like now I try to post a little more.
Because it's album time.
Because the album.
It's album time.
Yeah,
so
I was just looking at social media to see what you was posting right now. It was all album promo.
But in general.
And the Times Square shit we got to get into.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
he had the fans going crazy.
And that was some shit where I was just trying to get on a bus to perform, and I ain't even make it on the bus to perform. It was just like crazy. Cops said I can't do it no more, so I just got on my sunroof and just recorded the crowd real quick, just to show them love and all
Shut
that.
down the whole Times Square.
Yeah, hopefully we get to do it again and I actually perform. We get it more organized, barricade that shit. But
Did you make a decision at some point, like I'm really just not trying to be a social media artist? Because these days people's brand on socials practically is big or bigger than their music.
nah, I didn't make that decision where it's like, nah, I don't want to do this. I do it when it's necessary, and I'm gonna do it more. I know that it's very necessary nowadays, so I need to do it more, right? But at the same time, it's like, I just take my own steps.
But
I
it
would say,
also,
do you need to do it?
Nah, I don't know.
Nah.
You need to do-
Because some people get caught up.
I didn't mean I need to do it. People.
Yeah,
need
you
to
might
do
not
it.
need to though.
People need to do it. I made it a way where I don't have to do it at all. I made it a way where I
Well,
don't
you
have
know
to do
why,
anything,
though?
to be
You know
honest.
why?
People just like the music, and I don't.
But
I'm
that's
not
what I
that
was
type
just
of.
about
That's
to
the
say.
beauty, 'cause you got
'Cause you have
records.
hit songs.
Yeah.
Most of the people that
I'm
go
just saying how
ham
people
on
move
social,
nowadays, and it's like, I
They
move
going
a certain
ham
way.
on
It's like
social
they
'cause
can't
they ain't
even
really
relate to
got
me.
hits.
Right.
They can't even relate to what I'm saying because it's like, nigga, I don't go through none of this shit they go through on
Yeah.
that social media tip. So I'm just trying to relate to the crowd.
Well, you have something that a lot of artists don't have, which is when you first came out in the city, we saw shit. A lot of DJs up here saw shit moving in the high schools and in the streets. They started playing A Boogie shit. He was a kid from around the way. So that was even before you was big on socials. And so then
facts.
the radios is playing your shit. And fast forward, 10 years later, you still have hit songs. You have the gift of melody. You know how the song structure. You have, on your album, you have Her, Kodak Black, G Herbo, Lil Durk, once again, your brother P&B Rock. You go back other albums. You're on a Nas, you got a record with Nas.
Yeah.
Who else you got records with?
Shit, when it comes to I can't even name it off the top.
No, but I'm
a
just
lot.
saying you got mad
lot.
A-list names plus your own hits on top of that, real quick in the game. So I think when you have actual hit songs, is your social media thing is different.
Well, that's the point I'm trying to make, is that a lot of people have a tendency to say, I'm active on social media because I have to be. It's my job. I need to do it. I think A Boogie happens to be in a place where, like, you don't really have to.
People just want me to do it more. That's why I kind of feel like I
Let
have
them
to do
keep
it
wanting it.
sometimes.
Yeah.
Because people want me to do it
Let
more.
them keep wanting it. I'm telling you, how often's Beyonce posting? How often? Like, you don't have to do it if you have music that actually makes it to the radio. I'm just jealous because honestly, like, I keep being like, I want to get off social, but I need to let people know about this, let people know about that.
Yeah,
I don't even
yeah.
know how effective that shit is, to be honest with you.
Nah, that's crazy. Now that you say it like that, I sold out my tour, and I don't post. Word. I sold out my tour in about a day or two, and I don't even post. So
And when you come up here, it's not like TT is going, oh, well, I want to see some good IG posts. No, she wants to hear the songs. Like, is the
songs,
music here?
man.
nah, yeah, that's tough.
Good for you, man. That's good for you.
Listen,
I
go get
appreciate
that Me Versus Myself A Boogie joint. Now you went away, I want to say it was quiet for you for a couple of years here before this album.
Yeah, I took my break about 2 years. I dropped the EP, slowly coming back into this album right here. But yeah, I took that break because it was very necessary, like for the mental and all that, for people around me, everything, for realization, self-realization. That's what this album was all about. And anyway, so that break was much needed. If I didn't make that break, it would be Me Versus Myself. I feel like
You're also a father too.
Yeah,
So it
exactly.
sounds-
Two little ones, yeah.
Two
Yeah, I
little
love
ones.
my little ones, so I like to spend a lot of time with them, more than I like to be on camera and stuff. So, yeah, I take that in.
A Boogie, man, Me Versus Myself. What should we play off this new project? And then pick a classic you want to pair up with this new shit.
Let's play that. I like February. February, my favorite song out of the whole thing.
Why is that?
It's a vibe. I ain't gonna lie, I was in the vibe when I made that song. Different,
And what classic should we play?
I'm gonna let Rosenberg pick that one.
Hold on, let me look. I mean, come on. We got it. Do we play Drowning yet?
Yeah, we played Drowning.
We did
I played
earlier.
Drowning. I played Drowning.
Play
with
Drowning
the
already?
back to back.
I know
Go
you
with that
can't-
Pop Smoke joint, B. That Hello. That
Yeah,
was
yeah,
a big
yeah,
tune.
yeah. That's a goodie.
All right. I'm down.
That's a big
Let's
tune.
show love to Pop Smoke. Let's
Yo,
do that.
let's give love to Pop Smoke. And also on the way, I'd love to hear how that relationship, before his passing, because you guys were both on fire in the city. I mean, you obviously got popping before he did, but I'm sure there was a
Yeah.
relationship there.
Yeah, it's crazy because when he first started coming up the jungle in the studio all the time, I was just wondering, like, why somebody in my room upstairs? And then I started pulling up on bro, like every day. And we just started, we connected, strong from there. My friends was with him in the studio every day after that. I wasn't even in there all the time. So when it comes to that relationship right there, man, he a good dude for real. Like, you don't see people as good people sometimes, because when you see the internet and all that and what they so-called represent to people, you know what I'm saying, it's like they take it in the wrong ways. When you actually meet somebody in real life, that's, it's a different vibe. We got to put on for what we put on. So we represent on camera what we represent. But my boy Pop, in real life, he really like a humble dude, genuine dude, for real.
That's what everyone says, man.
Yo, Boogie, man, appreciate you coming by again.
For sure.
Congratulations.
You're not gonna lose the hoodie, are you?
I'm sorry for being late again.
No, please.
I got to tell y'all that I usually don't apologize for lateness because I understand the, respect, but I really apologize.
We appreciate.
for real,
No
for
worries,
real.
man. We appreciate
Nah,
that.
man,
I'm
we see
trying,
you come
I'm
a long
trying.
way, man. So, we rooting for you.
You're
man.
not gonna. Are you gonna ditch the hoodie? I could see a situation where he's like,
Hell
"Nah,
no.
I'm just a boogie." Now.
Nah.
You're
We
keeping
ain't
the
doing
hoodie.
that. It's hoodie. I figured it out right now, and it's hoodie A right now. So after this, me versus myself, you see how it's artist A Boogie on the track list. I was battling myself, and so far A Boogie's winning. So when this next album come out, that's
That's straight
kinda,
hoodie season.
Yeah. So yeah, that was the multiple choice.
Tuck
right
your
there.
chains. It's hoodie season.
Exactly.
Boogie, man, we love you, bro.
Love forever.
All right,
You
man.
already
Appreciate
There
you,
you
man.
go. Me versus myself. Go get the album. Give it up for Boogie.